Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Not a normal thing I say. Also, it's the afternoon, so hopefully we're hitting some people that don't typically get to join us. Cool story, Bob. Hi, Killdeer. If you weren't with us last Friday, today we are going to be checking out Corel Painter 2019. We're going to be booting that up in just a moment and drawing. I'm going to show off the brushes that come with the bundle. We have a couple different brush packs in the bundle. I'm going to show off those brushes. And then maybe I'll take a couple of requests for doodles. I am not the artist for Hamble Bundle. I'm not the illustrator that you see for a lot of the Hambles and drawings on the website. That is not me. That goes to our amazing designer Terry. But I do like to doodle, and I offered up some time to show off this bundle because I think it's really great. I think it's awesome that we are being able to bundle up really powerful software for people, because software is expensive, and this is a great time to pick up some art software. So this is in the Humble Software Bundle, Painter Create with Confidence. So for $25, you're going to get Corel Painter 2019. This normally is a $430 product. But not only do you get that, you also get some video editing software. You get a lot of different brush packs that we'll go over. You get Gravit Designer Pro for a year. You also get PaintShop Pro Ultimate, which is great for photo editing, more brush packs, Photo Mirage, more brush packs, and some plugins. So all of this is available in the Painter Create with Confidence bundle. There's just a week left to pick this up. Don't miss out on this offer. It's fantastic. This bundle has sold quite a bit, so this is a fantastic time to pick up some softwares. There's a big difference between Corel Painter and Clip Studio Paint. I think Clip Studio Paint is definitely more geared towards people that are creating comics with their panels. I actually use Clip Studio Paint myself on my iPad. So I think Corel, you're going to have a lot more paint tools. Just playing around with it for a couple seconds, I'm really impressed by the paint stuff. So I think it's best for finding out like what your kind of medium is. Where like, Illustrator is like great for vector designing. Clip Studio Paint, really good for illustrating, but especially the tools that are useful for people that are creating comics and manga. It is great. All right, Taryn, miss out on it. Go ahead. and then a Painter definitely has very powerful paint tools, as we'll see. I'm going to try to doodle because that's what I'm more skilled in, but I am going to show off the brushes just because I think some of the brushes are really, really fantastic. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome, Serpendorf. Like, it's a great... It's great to be able to I know when I first started, I actually started drawing with PaintShop Pro, and I remember I was in high school and I made my dad stand in line at a Black Friday to get PaintShop Pro, whatever version of it back in the day, for $20 on Black Friday, because I really, really wanted something more powerful than MS Paint. And so, I've used Photoshop, and I've used PaintShop Pro, and I have used Illustrator. I have used Clip Studio Paint. It used to be Manga Studio. I use that on my iPad. I've used Procreate on my iPad. So I've tried out a couple different software. So I'm really excited to doodle Hamble, writing a carrot into battle, please. Writing a carrot. Okay, maybe. We're not going to start doing requests just yet, so hold that thought. I do want to go over the brushes first. So I'm just moving things around over here. Moving the brushes. I have my handy old school, broke this out, Wacom Intuos pen. No, it's the Pen and Touch medium. It's so old. It's real old because it's old. Because I use an iPad now for drawing. Because the disconnect between there's something really great about being able to draw and see your art while you're drawing it. The disconnect between like just a tablet and a monitor is pretty high. But it's way better than drawing with a mouse. What's going on here? Anyone MS Paint MS Paint is for real artists. If you can turn art with that, you win. I used to do pixel drawings with MS Paint. So MS Paint was good for pixel drawing. Yeah, so this is just the pen and touch for people who are wondering. I am not drinking a White Claw. It is a simple energy drink. Nice. Yeah, it definitely depends on the person. I found the hardest part, Serpendorf, was sketching. So, like, what I would do typically is take a drawing that I've done, like on pen and paper, and then take a photo of that, and then draw over that with my tablet. That always was the easiest way for me to draw. So yeah, pixel stick figures. That's how I started. Show us what you got. Oh god. Well, I'm definitely not the illustrator again, but I definitely think we could draw some Hambles. Sketch a little Hambles for you guys. Good lord. Oh god. Lots of burps happening. So this is Painter 2019. If you're familiar with I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm gonna take this away so that way we don't have the, I said hide it, there we go. I'm just gonna move that down. Yeah, I'm not good at shading, and I'm terrible at lighting, like shading and lighting, which is why I don't do a lot of shading. Is what based on a real life story. So if you look, this is pretty familiar to people who maybe have used Photoshop. You can definitely customize your toolbars. They kind of like click magnetically, so you can move them around. So all your bars are here to do. I don't know what that means. So we're gonna do. I'm a big fan of square canvases myself. We'll just do a nice 300 by 300 canvas. Why does it look like that? Why is it not all the way? Why is there so much bar at the bottom here? Oh dear. Well, oh no, we're good. I'm dumb. Sorry. I'm good. I was looking at the wrong thing. We're good. You want some tone? It's a tricky program. Well, we're gonna learn it. So we've got lots of new brushes. So I'm gonna first show off the brushes that are available in the bundle. So there's 4 sets of brush packs that you get in the Painter the Painter bundle that we're doing. Start with liquid white. Phthalo blue. Should we use phthalo blue? That's one's my favorite. So there's the animation, the concept art, the manga, and the superhero brushes. So we're just gonna go over these. One thing I really liked about the Painter is that you get to see down here what the brush like kind of looks like, and then a preview of kind of how it looks, which is really cool. Oh wow, that's some old school paint right there. Like keeping it real old school with this color palette right here. I'm gonna go in with my personal favorite color, which is, tealy turquoise. You guys know I like some tealy turquoise. And I'm just gonna like try out the different brushes and see what they look like. Well, this one's pretty light, huh? Oh dear. Whoa. that is not the right tool. I was trying to zoom my canvas in. Let's try that instead. I like zoomed everything in real weird. So these are animation drips. This is what's going on? What have I got? What was that? So this is interesting. Maybe we should have something other than white on the canvas. Let's see if we have a bucket tool. Ah, found it. Maybe we should put some teal down on the canvas and then play with white. Let's try that for this one. Let's see what happens. Where's my pen? I can't see it. Oh, duh. Need a new layer. Derpy derp. Move my layers. Am I on white? What's going on? Oh, there it is. It is very faint. It kind of looks like trees. You can definitely layer it up. Drips. I guess it's useful for like, I don't know. Here we got glow. Hey, I didn't do it. These are definitely like some texture-y stuff. Like this would probably be good brushes to put on that's pretty. They're very pretty brushes. Definitely good brushes for texturing. Yeah. Something to add after the animation or after it's over. Whoa, these are nice little scribbles. This is fun. I'm gonna go back to white, to the blue on white. This is fun. So like, this is me drawing as straight of a line as I could. That could be fun for like, if you had a piece of parchment in the background and you just wanted like, could you imagine like a piece of paper right here? That's a piece of paper, and you just want like some text. I like that. So that one's called ink. This one's called magic. Looks like my general handwriting. This one's called magic. I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm not sure. This one, it kind of looks like... I wonder if some of these like need any... Let's put some paint down. Let's put some paint down. So, you know, light and then harder. So I'm doing pen pressure doodles, harder. Whoops. Nope. New layer. Control Shift N. That's how you do new layer. Happy October! Here, we'll draw a pumpkin. An orange pumpkin. That does not look like a pumpkin. My pen pressure. Beautiful. It's a beautiful drawing, isn't it? Looks like an apple. I am using my old school, the Pen and Touch Wacos Pen and Touch Medium. It's very, very old school. It's not what I currently use for drawing, but it's what I'm using now. So let's go back to animation. So let's see what this does now. So it does look like it picks up... Oh, no, now it's working. Whoa, that's cool. This would be great for, like, if you had a wand and wanted like different magic spells coming from the wand, I can definitely, it's very pretty. Yeah, I think that was probably the issue, was that I was on the canvas layer and not the... I'm just too lazy to change the color of the brush. All right, let's check out the next brush. Night Sky. All right, should we go for like a deep purple for this? This is definitely some cool texture for like a night sky. Like if you had, this definitely is stuff I could see putting on top of a finished product. So this is paper. Yeah, so this is just definitely like a texture. It's hard to see it, but you get a nice texture there. Pencil. Let's see how the pencil does. So this is just a traditional nice little pencil. So if you wanted to draw your like classic house, it's like a door. This is how I draw. And a window. A nice big old door. That is too big of a doorknob. And then I always had like a circle window. It was like, this is how I would draw houses. And then you got a nice little tree out here. And then a big old sun. That's probably happy, right? Happy sun. So that's the pencil for animation. This one's called Push. So this is like a light touch with push, and this is pushing pretty hard with push. That's a really unique brush. Number 2 pencil. The link is broken. Oh dear. Let's see. Oh. It probably helps if I didn't cut off that last E. It should be fixed now. Thank you for catching that. Push looks like mold. I could definitely see that being useful for like a mold look. This one's called Spotlight. Let's make it orange. I like this one. This one's really neat. It also kind of looks moldy, like if you were to do like a deep green. Like you could put some mold on some bread. The layering is interesting too. I'm not using a mouse, I'm using a graphics tablet. Sprite. Oh look, this would be great for like creating like a little fairy. When you circle it, it kind of like gets lighter in the middle. Like if you do it like this, you've got a nice little fairy in the background. Or if you use it to draw, you kind of have like a trail from a fairy. Storm. This one's called Storm. It looks like a pimple. You guys. This one's nice. Storm. Maybe like a background for some rain clouds. Streamer. Oh, is this going to look like a stream? Oh, guys, this is a beautiful brush. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I like that it also incorporates matching colors when you're using it. I know that I should move on from this brush, but I'm really obsessed with it. And of course, you can like change the texture, changed like the size, and all these different things. So you can have way more control. I'm just going with defaults. For these items. So a way to enable tilting. On this one, I did not, oops. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Hello? What happened? I did something and now I don't know what I did, so I'm just gonna make a new canvas. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Let's go to Twinkle. So Streamer was really neat. I really liked Streamer. Twinkle is pretty tiny and kind of hard to see, but it looks like big lines, like radiating out from the center. Why is magnifier over here? Get that out of there. So like if you stood on a top, you could like put some stars in the sky. It wasn't letting me control Z. Oh, I need to stop doing this on the canvas. Here we go. Control N. So that's really neat. I like that. It's called Wet. Definitely is giving the effect of like of some kind of texture. And then we got Wisp, which looks really cool. Another really cool one that like it's like almost like drawing. I like that there's this deep line and then it has lines kind of radiating out of it. Like do a Fibonacci thingy. So those are all the brushes that just come in the animation pack. Then you have the concept art pack. We'll go through these. You got Atmosphere. That's probably pretty great for creating space scenes. This is Brush. So this is just a simple brush. Really unique look here. Not sure I would use that much for drawing. This one's called Charge. Whoa. This one's just called Creative. That's a really unique brush. I wonder what you could use that for. Yeah, that one was really cool, huh? It's called Electric. Definitely could see this being used. Sorry, my nose is running. Oh, this one's called Fire. We'll have to make it red, see how good it is. Doesn't seem too fiery to me. Maybe it needs to be bigger. Let's see. What happens if I make the brush size bigger? Oh, this is kind of cool. It's very different look of fire. This one's called Flare. Hi, Shadowski. How are you doing? Mystic. So Mystic seems very similar to Creative, but less like scrolls. It's interesting. So if you can see, if I draw like a straight line, you can hold down Shift to draw a straight line. So I could be going all over the map, but no matter what, I'm on a straight line. it just flares out, which is really, really cool. This one's called Paint. Tired. I think good as well. It's just called Paint. It's a little light for my liking. But if you wanted to maybe add some like concepts, I'm sure that would be a good one. This one's called Puddle. Move to a blue. If we were to draw or paint a puddle. So if you like, so I'm just showing, like, if you draw a straight line, this one's not going to be straight. It kind of has some waves to it already, which is really neat. Hey Smash, how about you? How about you? How are you? I'm good. I'm checking out all the brushes that come in the bundle, and then we're gonna draw something. This is called Sparkle. These brushes are definitely very very unique to painting for sure. Whoa, this is cool. This one's called Speed. So like if you were wanting to create like some trails following somebody. So if you draw a straight line, you can see that it starts off a lot here. Let's make it bigger. Oh, it probably does better actually smaller. That is a super cool brush. The brushes on here are really, really great if you like painting. The stuff you're getting is really, really unique. That one's called Static. This one's called Turbulence. I'm excited to just see what that's like. Oh, it's kind of like a wispy wave. This would be good for like, to me, like ocean waves in a way. This is ASMR. And this one's called Zip. Oh, that's neat. I think this one also adds some different colors into it. So if you just draw a straight line, you have this one straight line, but then you have... Definitely could like mimic some movement in there. So that is the concept art brush set. Then we have the manga brush set, which is going to be great for people looking to do probably some manga art and things. So this is Clouds. How easy it is to kind of create happy little clouds in this. Wow, that's really, really, really cool. Put some white in there. And because it's like paint, the white really just like mixes in. And like kind of helps spread and lighten the things rather than just, because it's really like working with some paint. So that's Clouds. I'm just gonna leave that one there because that's nice. That's nice. We got some purple. This one's called Distorto Liquify. So this I think is a brush that, so you see, we'll zoom in a little bit. On here, so you see like it makes some movement. So this is more of a brush to like edit things. So you can like use it to kind of move things out. And you can see how much I ended up actually changing that. with just this liquify brush. Doesn't seem like it matters what color your brush is for that. Exactly. So this one is just called flat paint. So this is like a pretty traditional brush that you would see very like varying degrees of like, if I push really hard, you have this flat paint. If I push lightly, you get a wash. If I push light to hard, you can see the differences. That's pretty much a brush that I'm pretty used to seeing. You've got your traditional glow brush. Just kind of a very blurry brush. And then you have these, this is what's really cool, is you have the cross hatching. So a lot, you know, if you read manga, you get a lot of cross hatching. So like, imagine how annoying it would be to have to like draw all that instead of just being able to draw a line, which is basically a way to add texture to your imagery. And then you have inky sketch, which is oh, see, that's nice. So this is like if you wanted to draw like say an eye. I mean, this is not how I would, not the brush I would pick for an eye, but you kind of get this this look of like pen nibs almost in a way, which is really cool. Mechanical pencil, let's check this out. So definitely has a pencil look to it. Starts off very light. If you wanted to just sketch, you got a pencil there. I like that. This one's called Mona Lisa. I'll go back to color because I think this pack is interesting because it definitely has like paint and sketching and a bunch of other different things to it. Like here we got some like, this is like another paint where you can kind of get some nice textured drawings. But if you were to like maybe say draw with this, yeah, it's not as nice to draw with as it is to like paint. So the oil bristles, this one's called penny ink. So this is like a very traditional, to me, brush, but it's a little bit harder on the edges. I don't see as much, like it's not as smooth. You could possibly adjust that if you were wanting to draw. So like if you were to draw you can see with the different pen pressure, it's a little bit rougher on the edges, not as smooth. This one's called Simple Aqua. So very basic brush. Because again, it feels like paint. If I just go over on this lightly, it kind of is smoothing things out. If I go over it darker, you can see how it's kind of layering it on top, and it really feels like working with paint. It's just an airbrush. There's another, a blender. This one's called Splatty. So if you wanted some dots, and I bet you can like space this out so that the spots are either I keep turning this on and then I can't turn it off. I also don't I don't know what this is. Perspective guided strokes, but like I can't turn it off once I've turned it on. You can like really get them further apart. or get them really, really close together for the splatties. And then we have Twinkie, which is a very interesting, you can see some texture to the brush. I'm not sure why it's called Twinkie. So that is all the brushes that come in the manga. And then lastly, we have Superhero, which I feel is going to be a lot of kind of additions that you could do to make a painting really pop. Because you got like lots of different brushes here, like this one called Burnout. This one's called Cape. I don't know if you would actually draw your cape with this. Or maybe like just things coming off your cape. This one's called Chaos. It's definitely a lot going on. You kind of have some strokes following behind, which is really neat. Like there's like those two little strokes that are following behind. Cobweb. Whoa. That would really be cool for like a... Oh, it gets even prettier. I could see a lot of these being used in animations. Damage, I can't see too much. It looks a little like a texture brush. Darkness. It's cool to like zoom in and you can watch these things kind of like just scribble. Doesn't it look like I just drew a person? Like this is his hat. This is his hat right here. And that's his face. And then this is his like fingers. What it looks like. This one's called Discharge. Looks kind of like a... I like the lines coming off. This one's called Fairy. It looks like a lot of little dots. It reminds me of kind of like a beeline in a way. This is called Fast. Definitely can like show movement with that. This one's Fireflight. Oh, cool. You can like, kind of looks like some explosions coming off. Lazy Beams. That one's called Laser Beam. Portal. Looks like a portal you could go through, which is awesome. Rush. Lots of brushes that you could use to mimic movement. Oh, whoa, look at that brush. You need to draw some spirals. This one's called Sonic Boom. There's the brush for you, because it just does all the hard work for you. That is really neat and unique is what I was trying to say. And this one's Tech Blast. So another kind of... All very cool. All very cool brushes, for sure. So this the animation, concept art, manga, and superhero are all brush packs that you get in the bundle with Painter 2019. Of course, that's not all the brush packs because Painter 2019 comes equipped with all of these. So the only ones that I've downloaded and installed are these last four. So you have watercolor brushes, different brushes for selections, stamps. Like you can just get a dragon tattoo stamp, which is really cool. A scar. Really, really nice. Then you have pens and pencils and markers and pastels and oils and all these things useful for painting. Artists' favorites, different, and you can see the different what they're gonna look like down here, so you can kind of get an idea of what what it'll look like before you start drawing. Does this let you edit? And you can definitely edit the spacing and the size and things like that. It looks like you can save the variants of it. So it does look like you can edit the brush to your specifications and then save it for next time. It's interesting, like the different layer options that I've never seen before. You can apply textures to it. So let's see if I can find a pencil. Pens and pencils. 2B pencil. Typically a lot of my pencils I actually use in my stuff is like I typically end up using like a crayon pencil, crayon. Yeah, I think I used the real pencil. This is at 100%. It's a little... And there's like some different pens. It's a nervous pen. Oh, if you wanted to draw a wiggly line. I'll probably go back to what I'm pretty used to, which is more like probably the basic crayon. A little bit smaller though. Just for how I like design. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good price point to pick it up. So I would like to do a drawing for you guys. I don't know why it always does that. So I'm going to get up my basic blue. So probably we should draw some Hamble. I do want to see if this has any kind of record stroke. I don't know what that means. Interesting. trying to think about if they have smoothness to it, if that makes any sense. I'm gotta move my graphics tablet a little bit so I can lean on it. So we want to draw a little basic Hamble. Sketch him up right quick. I want to rotate this. So let's see, how would I... transform. It lets me transform, but I want to, there we go. There's a rotation. There we go. Commit to that transformation. Yes. I don't know why it won't let me zoom back in. Right, well, we're stuck. Ugh, I did this wrong. All right, well, let's just draw over it. Then I will do that. A blue bindle. Well, blue is normally my sketch color. I definitely need I need something new. I need something new. Okay. Let's try this again. I know, my layers. I was trying to see if they have any kind of stabilization. Here we go. If I was to like make this, oh. I don't think that's what I want. No, I don't want that. I don't know if it has a stabilization option. Yeah, I do blue, and then I do red, and then I do black. I sketch twice. I'm a big fan of stabilization options that I've get in different drawing programs. Just because I am not the smoothest drawer. But that's okay. We will work with what we have. draw a happy little spindle pig. I can't actually see Hamble's. His ears are very big. It's not flawless. Y'all are not too kind. So this would be my normal move, would be to layer this opacity, or lower the opacity, and then go in with red, and then that's where I clean up. If I have anything that's like possibly crossing over, then I would make sure that, you know, things that are on top where they're supposed to be and stuff like that. So then I would go in with red and clean up my drawing a bit. As to where I want things to be. And whenever I would like draw something that like I know it would be easier if I like just like erased at the top, I'll just do it on a new layer. And then go in and erase where I need to. So even like here, I could just go in and erase that. Hi, Faithless. How you doing? I called you Faithless. Oh my god. How long has it been since I've done that? Faith's Shield. What's the icons on the top bar? What's the icons on the top? These? Blending panels and dab options. Sorry. I had to. I had to. For sure. Absolutely, anytime. One thing that I find interesting about this program that I don't normally see in other programs, and maybe it's just particular to the brush I'm using, but you have these like the color changes. I'm not quite used to that from the other brushes options I use, but it could just be because I'm using the pastel one. So we got a little Hamble here, little Hamble sketch. You can close off that layer and then merge this down. This is not going to merge down. Merge down one layer. Merge down one layer. It didn't work. Layers. Move down. I need to learn how to read. Group layers. There we go. We'll just group them up. There's my sketch, and then I would, let's find an ink brush instead of a pencil. Let's find pens. A gradient pen. I'm so curious about this. That's interesting. Maybe this would be good. It's too, no, I don't like that. I want it to be, I don't want it to have gradient in it. Leaky pen. Pattern pens. That's interesting. The age rating. Oh god, yeah. I'll like name my groups, but yeah, I rarely ever name my layers. And then I just go through and like turn them off and turn them on to find something when I need it, which is not the way you should do it. You should name your layers. I just don't ever do it. I want like a really good like a pen. Yes. Yes, this is one of the programs, Heretic. I was just showing off all the hold tight. I want to change my tablet properties to where the mapping no, I want it to be full. Ugh, I can't find the option. I could have sworn there was a way where, like, when you put it down, like, whatever. I'm still looking for a pen that I want to use. Maybe we should just go to artist's favorites and is that a good pen? Dynamic speckles. I'm just looking at all these brushes. I know, I don't finish sentences when I'm like actually trying to think about something. Maybe a fine tip marker. Maybe a fine tip marker is what I need. No, because I don't like that it's like... I don't like that it does... It's like... I want it to be a very solid pen color. Oh my god, my Slack is going off like crazy. I think Heretic, I think it definitely has a learning curve, but there's a lot of tutorials that you can, I think, check out to use. I want this pen without the three lines. We'll just use mechanical pencil. I guess I want mechanical pencil that are like, I want to be able to have pressure where like this one, the neon pen, you can start and then go like that. It has pressure sensitivities, but you can't do that with the other pen. Like the thick thin pen is nice, but I don't like that the opacity goes up. Oh look, here we go. We could do like 100% opacity. And then I think, haha! Thick thin pen. Thick thin pen with the opacity changes. Perfect. We'll do like 10. 10 might be too big actually. 8. 9, perfect. 8. So I want to see, real quick, I'm gonna go full screen for a second because I want to see they have smoothing controls. So I think it's called damping. Let's see if how this works. So like, is this gonna make it a cleaner line? Yes. So like, if you are like me and you have a lot of trouble keeping things clean, like, I'm gonna draw a wiggly line with the dampening. So that's 2% dampening. Then if you do 100% dampening, same wiggly line, you can see it just like controls it. So if you were to draw a circle, it's almost, you can see that, like, if you can see my pen on the screen, it's almost like it's following slower versus if you put this down to like 20% and draw a circle, it's all janky. So I prefer some dampening because I suck. I have trouble with keeping my lines clean. So I'm gonna go in with a brown brush. It's a little too I like to do brown outlines a little bit more than black outlines. Yeah, so I was thinking about smoothing. Some of them call stabilization. This one calls it damping. Damping. Dabbing. Danking. Just kidding. So this will help me get that smoothness that I was really looking for earlier. I may actually don't like this pen as much as I thought I did. I know that's so annoying because y'all are like, Whitney, just pick a pen and finish the drawing. I can't just pick a pen and finish the drawing. I like this. I like this pen. I do. Let's see how this looks. But this one doesn't look like it has damping. So that's a little interesting that you don't get the damping with that brush. Resat controls the amount of color that is replenished in a stroke. And then the bleed. Am I doing with this a mouse? No. No, I'm using a graphics tablet. I just... I think I really liked that one, what's Sharp Chalk? No, it's too blurry. Dull Conti. I really liked the way that looks. It kind of looks like a crayon in a way. They're not, it's like, it's not as smooth as I want it to be. Unfortunately. I feel like I should just pick a pen and stick with it. What about a chisel tip marker? What about a fine tip marker? I don't like the... What about a warm marker? I'll just do this at 10. But not all of them have damping, which I find interesting. So is it just this pen? Yeah, it just looks like pens tend to have it. I don't want the gradient pen. Here we go. There we go. I like it. New layer. So I don't, if I mess this one up, everything will be okay. I don't like how I ended that line, but I think I can go in and just clean it up a bit. Perfect. All right, so I got my line. Perfect. New layer. Hi, Claudio. Yeah, surprise doodle stream. Am I doing Inktober this year? I'm gonna do a doodle a day. It's not like the official Inktober prompts. It's a little bit different, but I really like the prompts that they're doing, so that's why I chose to do this doodle a day one. So yeah, I am gonna do a doodle a day. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna make his body pretty thick. I haven't drawn with this graphics tablet in a long time, so it is actually a little bit, it feels very different than what I'm used to. So let us transform this baby, because I can just do that. Yeah. I'm not drawing with a mouse, I'm drawing with the graphics tablet. Whoops. I've been drawing on an iPad for a little less than a year now, and it definitely feels different on an iPad. Let's get nice and close. Let's get real close in here. I'll never be as good at drawing Hamble as Hamble's creators. Hamble's creators are true MVPs. I'm so bad at this. I should just draw a ellipse. Whoa, no, I wrote ellipse. Oval shape. Oh, the pen tool. Okay, so that's how I used to draw for a long, long time, was actually with the pen tool. So I would draw like this. I could actually just do this. So you... That was a lot of my drawings used to be with the pen tool, because I wasn't good at them. Quick curve. Wow, that's cool. No fill, but Why can't it use this color? Huh. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's another way to do it. Just like do it messy and then clean it up. I don't get why I'm not allowed to use my own colors. Maybe I'm just not getting it correctly. Okay. Go to layer 10. Ha! Finally. Did a nose. All right, we have a Hamble. Took long enough, right? So let's group up these layers. Group these layers, and then turn that group off. And now we have our inky layers. And then I can go in. What is this? This layer is not anything. Oh no, that was our sketch. So then I'll go in. And we can color it in. So let's see. So let's color. Let's look at the different paint options. This is cool. This is where I like really like that you get like some serious looking paints. These paints, you get a serious look of painting. Like you can see the textures of the paint in these, which is super cool. A little paint tube. And like you can see you only get so much for each brush too. I'll probably look at watercolor. And play around with this. Oh, that's interesting. It like almost dries down in a way on that one. It's interesting because like I'm painting it thinking it's gonna look like this, and then it almost like dries down. And then I guess you go on top of it and it'll dry down again. It's very interesting. Yeah, you get spatulas to smear the ink. I'm not an oil painter person, but like, so I've never like really learned how to work with oil, but I did see that you get, you have like palette knives that you can use. There's also watercolor here. So yeah, thick paint. You get so you go in with like your paint, and then you can get this knife. Or something. I don't know. It's really cool. Yeah, the watercolor engine. You can definitely change your water amount. I think that I'll use. Whoa, that's a. Trying to think of like what I tend to. Whoa, 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 whoa! Look at that. It's still going. Viscosity challenged. All right. So you got some speckles, which is nice. What is it doing? It like moves. It's so interesting. Oh, so this is your wetting agent. So if you want to wet it more, spray termites. It does feel like that for sure. I think I liked rainy wet. So let's go in with that. So what I'm gonna do is magic wand tool. Oh dear. Okay, let's try this again with the magic wand tool. Why is it selecting the entire thing? Huh. I usually try, I guess it's because I'm not on the layer, but I tried to find options where I can use that. But it doesn't look like I can do that. Nope, it's not working. Normally I would like do that, but then I can always just clean it up later. So let's get Hamble's coloring going. I feel like this brush needs to be bigger. Painting Hambles, painting Hamble. I don't like that. I don't like it. I want to do a different color. So you could do watercolor layer. You'd have different layers, which is interesting. What was this? That's really pretty. Oh, but I don't like the way it dries down. That one's pretty good. I don't like the brush. I don't like watercolor brush strokes. What's this dry down to? It's cool seeing all the tools though. This is definitely a very powerful program in the sense of like how it Let's see how this works. Let's try this out. Whoa. That was insane. I don't know if y'all can hear me drawing on the tablet and then you like see what's happening. That was pretty crazy. I really like the way this one looks. But I don't like how light it goes down. Maybe that's like... Is this the one? Is this one? That one's pretty cool. Let's try that. Let's go in with this. And then I could just go in with the eraser, right? And then clean it up. That's probably how I would end up doing it, really. Oh God, you'd be drunk if I said dries down. I've never worked with a program that actually like has you watch how it works. I've never seen that personally. So that's really cool. So we have about 30 minutes left. I could finish coloring this up, or I could do a drawing suggestion if there's anyone that does have one that they want me to do. What are you doing? Get out of here. If there's any requests, maybe something Halloween related. It's such a unique dry situation. A spoopy Hamble. Should we draw a spoopy Hamble? I could definitely draw a spoopy Hamble. I gotta figure out what to do for Hamble for Halloween too. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe like a Hamble ghost. Hamble as a mummy. I think we did that one year where I just stuck him in wrapped him in a bunch of toilet paper. Let's see. Go in with some pencils. Pans and pencils. Go back, go back. Should just go in with the mechanical pencil. Nope, the mechanical pencil. There we go. Pencil's so blurry. I don't understand why it's so blurry, but it is. Whoops. 245 was not what I meant to do. Hamble with a tiny witch hat and a green pom-pom. That's awesome. Try 4B on linen paper. I don't see pencil 4B. Look at all these brush packs. Natural media brush. Whoa. Oh, there it is. Soft 4B. I just found a whole bunch of new brushes, which is awesome. And I'm all about that. This is definitely more of a brush that I would like, a pencil I would like to use. There are libraries of other brushes. Oh my god. Look at all these pens that I wish I had earlier. All right, let's draw Hamble now that I have figured this out. Okay, so Hamble with a witch hat. So Hamble... We'll give a little hat like that. So it's gonna have holes for Hamble's ears because it has to, right? Oh, I wish, Mark, there were more horror bundles. Yeah, we typically do ours earlier in the year so people can like write like pretty like a month or so before October if we can. Which of your eyes has this spot? It's this one. Hamble's little wart right there. All right, so new layer, drop this one down. And then I go in with red on this layer and get in a little closer. I'm going. I'm like trying to treat this Wacom graphics tablet like or this Wacom pencil, or yeah, the pencil tablet pencil like a pen, or like sorry, like an Apple pencil, and it's not working because I'm like trying to double tap to change things. Yeah, different tools. I think Paint Shop Pro now is really associated with a lot of photo editing as well. But they're just two different softwares, different things. Yeah, I think Corel is definitely more focused on painting than Paint Shop Pro is. Like Killdeer said. They all like do very different things. Um I think Photoshop again is really like you can draw in Photoshop, but there's other programs out there that are more focused on drawing and have more tools available. So break this down, go in here, and now let's play with our new pens. I'm so excited. Smooth Croquill sounds like my jam. Get this dampening going. I'm having so much trouble drawing this line. Maybe this will help me. No, the questions are great. I would say if you're interested in any kind of oh god, how do I get it back? Oh god. There we go. Look how my canvas got so big. Can I crop this? How do I crop this? How to crop? Yeah, Paint Shop Pro was my first thing. I'm trying to crop. Am I not able to do that? Wow. Amazingly bad. Thank you. Appreciate that you took the time to come in here and tell me that this looks bad. Really appreciate it. I'm trying to like just crop this, but it doesn't convert to shape. Nope, that's not what I want. Yeah, the canvas size, like, but I don't, you have to like do the add thing. So it's like, mine is these like weird. Very weird. I guess I'm not used to this. I was gonna make this a bit bigger. There we go. That is better. Well, if you look at how I did them, the angle of the ears is connected to his skull under his little hat. Because his ears are long. But I might move them down. I might move them down because they don't make as sense, but yeah. Yeah, it is weird though. All right, we're speed drawn now because I'm running out of time because I take too long to doodle. I did this wrong. What's ultrafine? Now I'm giving you the inch to play with pens. I'm curious of what other... They have so many different types of pens. Bold strokes. Oh, you have to buy it. Whoops. No thanks. This is what I was looking at. Sorry guys, just had to like take someone out of here who thought it would be fun to make fun of my art. But chose to stick around for like 20 minutes making fun of my art. I always like when people like hate on me and spend a lot of time hating on me. That's always fun. Yeah, leaky pen has always been like a curious one to me. Like, who's using that? No bullying. They told me my art was amazingly bad, and when I was trying to change the brush, they said, yeah, blame your bad art on the brush. So. I never said you were going to get a good art stream. I just said you were getting an art stream. Also, learning a brand new program. Oh, they like me. Is definitely trickier. Where are these? I need to go in and erase some of these lines here. You know, it is what it is. You put yourself on the internet, someone's gonna have something to say. But I just found it funny that, and it's happened a couple times, like if you don't like what you're watching, don't watch it. You know? Yeah, and if you know, if I had more time to play around with this, like this was pretty impromptu, and I didn't get a whole lot of time to check the program out, and like I could have, but I really wanted to kind of just be like, hey guys, you can get this bundle. Like, I don't get to show off the software too often because Lord knows I'm not gonna come in and like try to make music for y'all or make a video game, but I figured, hey, I can kind of draw. I know my way around some paint programs. That wart is like a little too big, and I don't think it should have. But I'm gonna give it some hair. But you know, if my stream like inspires one person to check this bundle out and maybe pick it up, then I'm happy. His brush is too big for his eyes. I need to Same with this. I should be using a different brush. I think this part, I think the nose is the hardest because it's such a pure oval and I'm just not used to this pen. You know, these are different pens than I normally draw with too, so it does take a little bit of getting used to. I never said I was the best artist, but I gave it my fair shot. A good old-fashioned try. That's all I could give you guys today. I appreciate that, Claudio. Yeah, right? It's a great deal for some software. And the brushes. The brushes are super cool. All right, let's get a circle in there. No line, just fill with white. What is that? I don't think I have time to color all of this, but I wanted to at least make the nose pink. Oh, I didn't draw the bands, but that's my little witch Hamble. No, I was just focusing. I just wasn't doing anything. You know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad for someone who's never even who's opened this program to make sure that it worked. To make sure that it worked and ran and then was like, all right, we're gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it. Let's see if I can like Nope, that's what I figured. No. Definitely need to learn like figure out a little bit more about how I could use the selection tools and things like that to color easier. But there we go, guys. Again, this is just probably 1% of what you could do in you know what I was thinking we should. Oh, I went to Painter 11. Oops. I meant Painter 2019. What was that? There was like some really cool ones in there. What if we like... That was a big brush. I'm trying to make this like small, but it is a huge brush. If I like give Hamble's like brush a cool design. Mystic. There's magic. There's magic all over it. Fire. And a dragon tattoo. Where was that? It was under stamps. Boom. Forehead dragon tattoo. But yeah, guys, check out the Humble Painter, the software bundle, Painter Create with Confidence bundle, because it definitely has some really cool software in there at a great price. So if you're looking to try out some new software, just try something new. This bundle has a lot of awesome software for a great price. Like Painter is typically $430, and you can get it for $25 with these brushes, with some video editing software, with PaintShop Pro. So a lot is in here. It's almost $1,000 worth of content. There's only 1 week left to pick it up, so I definitely recommend doing that before it runs out. And be part of the. There's already been 28,000 bundles sold, so pretty awesome overall for this bundle. I'm really glad that we're able to bring really cool software to you guys. Especially for drawing, because I like drawing and I know how expensive drawing in an art software can be. So if you just want to try something new, I recommend it. Clearly, there's a lot that I could learn about the program, but I was really surprised at how paint related it is. I'm not super big into painting. I'm very much more of a flat art artist. That is even the way that I actually paint myself. Sometimes I do watercolors, but they're very difficult to work with. Like, just to me, like, I'm still very new to them and finding them difficult to work with in real life. So it's really cool that you could, like, if you want to try out the oil painting, want to try out all the good things. Yeah. And Painter 2020 is out, but I think for $25, Painter 2019 is a fantastic deal for it alone. But then you'll also get more brushes and other software that you can check out as well with it. So if you do photo editing or anything like that, this is just a really cool bundle to check out that we've done with Corel. So I hope you guys really liked it. So what's coming up this week? We'll be streaming live on Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time for the new Humble monthly stream. So head over twitch.tv/Humble, or if you want to follow us and watch on Facebook or YouTube, as always, we'll be live there, so you can watch on your favorite platform. And we will be playing new games, but I can't tell you what they are. So you'll just have to wait and see. So Friday, 10 a.m., join us right here on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube for the Humble monthly stream. Hamble and I will be there. We're matching today. We're all pink. We're pink today. Thanks guys so much for hanging out with us and playing around in Painter. I hope that even though my style was bad, my skills were low, you have better skills and you can create some amazing art. And if you do create some really cool art with it, dude, give us a tag. I'd love to see it. It'd be super cool to see art that you created with it. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I will see you guys on Friday, and I hope you have a good time until then. A good couple days. Bye, guys. Oh. Yes, that's right. It is a lifetime license for Painter, and you can put it up to 2 devices, which is cool. So if you have a laptop and a desktop, it's okay to use it for both. Yay! All right, that's all for me. Okay, bye.